Our third selection sees Bournemouth play host to Newcastle, and Chris Wood handed Forest the lead in their opening game of the season at home to Bournemouth before Semieno's 86th minute equaliser saw both sides share the points. Form-wise, Bournemouth lost each of their last three games at the end of last season once they had secured safety, and it was this poor run of form which carried in over to the pre-season, Bournemouth picking up draws against Wrexham and Arsenal before going on to pick up back-to-back wins against Spanish sides Vallecano and Girona. The away side Newcastle, well, their fans were fearing the worst when Fabian Schär was sent off for a head-to-head contact against Southampton in their opening game. Despite going down to 10 men early on, the Magpies actually took the lead through Joe Linton just ahead of the half-time interval. In the second half, Newcastle withstood a lot of pressure to hold out for a massive 3 points to get their campaign off to the right start. Newcastle ended the season with a mixed bag of form, with one win, one draw, and one loss in their final three games, and it could be argued that this stumble at a costly time is what cost them a higher place finish, the Magpies ending the season in seventh. When we look at the head-to-head record, the last game finished 2-2 between these sides. Newcastle managed to salvage a point thanks to Matt Ritchie's 92nd minute penalty, but it's Bournemouth who are unbeaten against Newcastle across the last two seasons or the last four league games, with Newcastle's only saving grace in this period being a 1-0 win in the EFL Cup. Despite a good record for Bournemouth, I think that Newcastle will still consider themselves to be the stronger side here. However, with the opening day results and a recent head-to-head record in mind, I will refrain from backing the Toon outright. Dan Burns' suspension also means that there will be some changes to the backline to be made, which could cause some issues. With this in mind, I'll opt to lay Bournemouth here or double chance Newcastle, depending on your bookmaker, just for a bit of extra safety here, and I'll be doing that for a full stake in bet number 3.